The drive from Regina to Saskatoon takes about 3 to 4 hours. It begins across open prairie, but after roughly 30 minutes, the road drops into the Qu'Appelle River Valley, one of the most scenic stretches along the route. Beyond the valley, Highway 11 flattens out again, passing grain elevators and wide open farmland, typical of central Saskatchewan. After the town of Chamberlain, the land to the right rises into the Touchwood Hills. If you're lucky, you might spot large cattle herds grazing across the rolling terrain. Known as the Louis Riel Trail, Highway 11 is dotted with interpretive metal sculptures reflecting the region's prairie and Métis history. It may not be the most dramatic highway drive in Canada, but it leads you into Saskatoon, a city built around the river rather than the road. So I've spent a few nights in Saskatoon already, and I really like the city. Very nice. We're actually just south of the city right now, and we're going to head back into Saskatoon later today. But first I want to visit a place called the Berry Barn, which is just down this road here. And my mission is to get a Saskatoon berry pie with vanilla ice cream. Sounds really good, so let's head down there.
Living for the body and denying both mind and soul. And we see that real life means the complete expression of all that man can give forth through body, mind, and soul.
Hello. Alright, this looks like the barn itself. And I'm gonna go inside and get something to eat.
Andy for 4.
Oh, there we go.
Might have to pick up a pastry on the way out. And there's also the different berries you could buy here. Strawberries, raspberries, and
We'll deal with them when they
Saskatoon. This is a dessert menu, and I went with the Saskatoon berry pie with vanilla ice cream. They also have a food menu with burgers, breakfast, soups, pierogies. A nice setting here by the South Saskatchewan River. Pretty impressive looking pie there. So it's very good, very good. Alright, that pie was nice, and I picked up a little thing of Saskatoon berries for the ride home. There's a restaurant area from the back. It's situated here right on the South Saskatchewan River. So I've been in Saskatoon for a few nights now, and nice city, nice city. It's a beautiful day outside again. Saskatoon was founded in 1882 and incorporated as a city in 1906. Today the city has, in the metropolitan area, roughly over 330,000 people, but it is growing. And Saskatoon is known as the City of Bridges. So here is the iconic looking Delta Bessborough Hotel here in Saskatoon. It was built in 1935 and was a part of a list of really grand hotels that were built to serve passengers along the Canadian Rail. So we're in the downtown area, and we have a little London double-decker bus with some ice cream. Nice looking hotel. So this park here behind the river is known as Kiwanis Park. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Very nice. And it's situated here next to the South Saskatchewan River. It's a pretty nice park, but yeah, I'm not sure if there are homeless people here or just have some other rough things going in their life, but there's a few rough looking characters hanging out in this park. I've heard some things about Saskatoon when it comes to the homeless. Just one thing to keep in mind. So just across from the park here, got a very nice looking church that has caught my eye. About 23% of residents of Saskatoon express some German heritage, and about 18% express English heritage, with 15% Scottish as well. And about 15% are Ukrainian, and about 13% Irish. And the indigenous population here is about 12%, so fairly high compared to other cities across Canada. And this is Kinsmen Park. It's a much wider park than the park nearby the river. Yeah, there's definitely a few like issues here with like homelessness and people walking about, but overall this city is really nice. I mean, Canadian cities continue to impress me. Having traveled all around the world and lived in a few different countries myself, Canada really is a top-class nation. Some nice looking heritage houses out here. Yeah, feeling those drinks from last night. So today's a slow one, and I'm doing as much as I can to show off Saskatoon because it's a really nice city, but haven't been able to do too much filming as I've been spending time with family here. And but I'm gonna take a few more videos of this place today. And tomorrow I'm departing Saskatoon and headed for my 9th Canadian province, Alberta, and I'll be staying in the city of Edmonton for a few nights. So it's my last evening here in Saskatoon, and I'm gonna do my best to enjoy it. I'm on the other side of the South Saskatchewan River where I was earlier today, and you see the old Delta Hotel over there, and that's the park area where I walked along, and you can see the church in the distance there too. And yeah, this is a nice view of downtown Saskatoon. Nice shiny blue. I'm not sure what those buildings are though. And we see some of the bridges as well. I wonder how much these very nice houses would go for on the market. Like in a city like Vancouver, Toronto, you'd expect in the millions. But here in Saskatoon, far less, but I wonder how much. And this here is Broadway Street, which has a nice collection of coffee shops, restaurants. And across the street we have the Saskatoon Fringe Theatre Festival. Wonder who lives here. A nice little home. A number of food trucks here, including in the distance here. 2 food trucks here operated by my cousin. So those are the 2 trucks my cousin operates, and his staff is pretty interesting. So he has a young Ukrainian guy, he's like 21 years old, who just came to Canada a few years ago. 2 Afghanis and a native. So Pretty multicultural operation there. There he is. And nice.
Choke me up till the pain start to shiver.
Alright, got my Tim Hortons coffee, and I have my little protein bar there, and a big little bucket of Saskatoon berries for the drive ahead. Off to Edmonton today, so this will be province number 9, and also our next provincial capital as well. So looking forward to seeing the city of Edmonton. It's been many years since I've been there, and the drive there from Saskatoon to here should be about 5 hours, and I'll make a couple stops along the way. So let's get moving and be off to the next leg of the trip. These Saskatoons are good. All right, so these giant red poles represent the border here between Saskatchewan and Alberta. So I've officially entered my 9th Canadian province of Alberta. Fantastic, very cool, and excited to see Alberta. So today I'm driving into Edmonton. We'll be there for a few days. And then after that, drive south to Calgary with a few stops, including Drumheller. And then afterwards, I'm gonna head west to Banff towards the end of my trip to Alberta, and then eventually ending up in BC. So, awesome. And we've got a World War I memorial. The border here is in the city of Lloydminster, which is a population of just over 30,000. And interestingly, this city shares one single municipal government, but depending on which side of the border we're on, you'll have a different postal code and also different medical and tax regimes as well. So let's continue west to Edmonton. Beautiful clouds as I enter the province of Alberta. They don't even look real. Wow. Incredible. This is so cool. So towards the left we see gray skies and probably some rain coming down over there. But if we look right, we see the sunshine. Absolutely wild. The rain's coming down, but in the horizon I see those sunny, cloudy skies. Now, is this real life? When you take a look at these clouds, it just looks like a painting in the sky. It doesn't even seem real, or even more real than real. Nice. You see the city of Edmonton far there in the distance. There's a couple tall buildings. And yes, basically entering Edmonton now. Alright, I'm driving in the city, but I'm going to turn the camera off soon because I'm going to take a chill evening here tonight. Have dinner with my cousin and just take it easy. But tomorrow, I'm going to do a big filming day of the city of Edmonton. There's plenty of sites that I want to visit, particularly West Edmonton Mall I'm excited about, but some other places as well, along the river, the legislature, and the downtown as well. So, yeah, I'll get back to you tomorrow, and let's see what Edmonton's about.